So we had
Okay.
to wait somewhere in Niger for like 8 hours.
That's
For like
a
8 hours.
long waiting time. So you must
So
have gotten to just possibly today
no, yesterday
or
night. Yesterday
okay, yeah,
10:30.
yesterday, yes. Because you
10:30.
were supposed to leave on
Yeah.
Monday. That's a serious one.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I
Thank
came
you
in
for
10:30.
wow. Thank you for
Yeah.
keeping yourself safe. Thank goodness and thank God. Thank
Mm.
God. So what's your when are you moving? You need to watch and I'm even
Yeah.
anticipating and I don't hope so considering your own movement, I'm anticipating that they might cancel the thing considering situation. But I really don't want to because of the stress it will generate for
Actually.
you. Do you get? Mm.
Yeah.
But everything's still intact as of now, Abi.
Yes, yes. No.
That's
So
okay.
I'm still, yeah, I plan to go today, but maybe I will just observe and see how it goes.
Yes.
If everything is settled, maybe tomorrow or next I should be on my way to Bauchi.
The meeting is on Saturday, right? Or on Friday?
No, it's next week. But
Okay,
I needed
okay.
to get there's some document I want to go and get in school there,
That's okay. You said so. You
and
said
to
so.
have enough time to prepare too for the something.
You said so.
So,
All right, thank you. I want everybody, starting from since Tislo just finished speaking, you tell me one element of a successful life. Tislo, let's start from you. Tell me one element I want to just give us two. Maybe somebody will mention the two. Tell me one element of a successful life. If a life must be successful, not, success in Nigeria is ability to manipulate the other person to advance yourself. That's how it is, practically speaking. Because how will it be in a nation like Nigeria that guy that died somewhere in the US, a Nigerian, had, I think, 100 buildings in the US when he was heading an organization where people were contract staff for more than 5 years, earning less than 200,000. How do you explain that? If not that they have reduced success to ability to take advantage of the other person. Success is ability to take advantage of the energy of God in you and build the relationships around you that now generates for you things that life and godliness require. Things like comfort, peace of mind, meeting your basic needs and your wants. But they have reduced it to. I was telling my wife this afternoon when I told her, not too long ago, I was telling her the difference between 1 billion and 1 million. Minister, you can remember we have done that in fellowship before. That 1 million, if it is reduced to seconds, is just like, I think, 90 something days. But 1 billion, if it is reduced to seconds, is about 36 years. And I told my wife today, if you spend 100 million every day, if you spend 100 million every day, I mean, if you spend 100,000 every day and you have 1 billion, it will take you 27 years to finish it. But we're in a nation where somebody, a servant of the people, a political office holder, a governor, have over 400 billion. So I'm not talking about their own success. I'm not talking about their own success. I'm talking about success that give you peace, that make others around you prosper, and that make others around them also prosper. That's what I'm talking about. So somebody, Tislo, tell us, okay, Tislo Network. Yeah, who wants to tell us the element, one element? One element. Let's be fast because by 6 we'll have to stop. Yes, mommy, one element of a successful life. You are muted. Okay.
Okay, thank you. So I would say diligence.
Diligence. Diligence. All right, Divine, one element of a successful life. Okay, Simi. Okay, Divine, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Mommy just cut Mommy just said exactly what was on my mind, but
All
I
right.
would say authenticity that will eventually lead
Authenticity,
to, yeah.
being real. That's okay. Simi? Simi? Okay, Deborah. Okay, Simi, go ahead.
Ability to one element of a successful life is ability to impact positively into people's life.
Yes, ability to impact others. Azi?
Mm.
Azi Daniel.
Abby is here.
Okay, Abby, oh yeah, let's hear your own,
Abigail is
Abigail. Abigail, let's see me. You cast her. She didn't want to talk. Oh yeah, Abigail. What's
Good
your
evening,
own?
sir. I
Let's
believe
see.
one of it should be contentment.
Contentment. That's okay. Yes.
I will also say showing up
Showing up. Yeah, showing up. Yes, thank
and
you. Women.
consistency.
Consistency. Who wants to talk again?
Mm.
All right. Deborah, Dan. Dan is here. Minister Dan. Minister Dan Kuala, aka Danowski. Dan. All right. Azi Dan.
Comfortability, man.
Comfortability is an element of success. All right.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Dan. Thank you. All
You're
right.
welcome, sir.
Being a blessing to others. Being a blessing to others, sir.
Being a blessing to
Being a
others.
blessing.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Being a blessing to others. Okay. Being a blessing to others. All right. See, everything we said about things, elements of a successful life, is true. Everything we said is true. But I just want to share two things with us. You see, the first 3 months has gone. Is it aligning in any way with your plans and expectation for the year? Okay, Mayakun, what's your own? Hello, Mayakun. We are not hearing you. That's okay. Maybe your network or... Okay, Tislo, what is your own element? Before we go on, I'll just share for like 15 minutes. I thought you said Mr. Adams is with you. Okay, let's go on. See,
So I think okay, so I think consistency and hard work could
yes,
be
you know, yeah. That's where we have said it all. In fact, everything you said, I will just summarize them and encapsulate them into two things. If we will be successful on earth and have a successful life, there are just two things. And they are education and motivation. No, you're already thinking that education is getting certificates. No. Like we are here now, we are being educated. Learning, getting knowledge that is relevant to people, to service, and being a person that is pushful, being a motivated person. You wake up, everything around you is not encouraging, and you encourage yourself. Motivation. You know, if your life is static, today is like yesterday in your environment and in your mind. Everything is just the same. No change in your mindset, no change in your knowledge, no change in anything about you. And you appear static. You are actually not static. In life, even when you appear static, you are going backward. Because there are only two directions you can go back per time, and that is going forward or going backward. And these things are also determined by your education and your motivation. That now results, the education and motivation now results in your choices, in your association, in your actions, and in your reactions. Of course, also results in your ability. And that is what translates to a successful life. If in the last 3 months you have not been motivated, some of you have not even opened a book, let alone finish reading a book. Some of you have not done anything to advance the other person. You know, because we know that if anything will happen for me in life, I must make it happen for others. You must be improving in knowledge and you must be motivated. You must be improving in knowledge and you must be motivated. Like I always say to us that if you are motivated, of course, if you are motivated, it means you are acting and you are working hard. Even in the Bible, motivation that results in hard work is a crucial part of working with God, according even to the God of the Bible. You must be motivated. You must be learning. You must be unlearning. And the sign of an educated mind is openness to new ideas. So there are professors who are not educated because they are not open to new ideas. Openness to new ideas is the ultimate sign that you are educated. Because for a mind to be open to a new idea, that mind must have a lot of knowledge within it. Mind that resists new idea, either scientifically or spiritually, have nothing in their mind. They are just sentimental and echoing. They really know nothing. By virtue of practice, by virtue of reading, all they know is by being told without allowing them to ask questions. For the next quarter, this quarter, in your personal life, in every space where you identify, show motivation. Do your best for yourself. If you see in our meetings, when we have meetings like this, and I brag to you that one of the best education you can get is what is happening here. Because I was telling one of my friends today, you know, today's link for the fellowship, I first posted it on the devotional page. So before I even realized that was where I posted it, some people are raising them say, great. So I quickly, in fact, it was when 2 people responded. And I noticed that, oh, this was where I pasted, then deleted it. So, and I called one of them that I've been meaning to call. Then told him that it was a mistake. And that then we started talking church. We started talking church and ministry. Then he now said to me, we now start talking about Chris Devan, because, yeah, we started talking about Chris Devan. He now said Chris Devan is totally thinking of stopping anything church. And I told him, I said, yes, I understand his position because it is very difficult to successfully pastor Africans, especially Nigerians, when you let them realize that you are human like them. You just have a special purpose that they have come to share in, that is in alignment with their own purpose. And you are not egocentric, you are not manipulative, you are not threatening, that you cannot rule Nigerians like that. Yeah, I told him I agree with Chris Devan. They will now talk about one of his sons in Jos. And because that my guy's wife go to the church. that, but the guy is egocentric. Say yes. You cannot, my point is this. Now, for you to be hearing teachings from a person who is not without sense of humility, and as a matter of fact, who is not egocentric, I'm not feeling important. I don't even understand it. I feel free, like all of you know, I feel very free and happy. You are not egocentric. You are not manipulative. See, there are times that I strongly feel that I have friends, very close friends, who are in serious situation that they need to balance their life. And there are instructions that I think I should give them, but I will be the natural beneficiary of that instruction. I will not. I may write something maybe on my status or in my teachings to them, but I will not tell them, except they ask direct questions. That is how much I do not want anybody to initiate anything to me that I trigger. For two reasons. Every goodness that you do to people that is triggered by them cannot be said to have been out of love. Goodness that you extend to other people should be initiated from the kindness and the goodness of your heart, not from their own talk or their need or from their own manipulations. So the fact that we are not like that, and our commitment is just to grow ourselves in God, in resources, in health, in happiness, is one of the reasons why I said that being in this space, and of course that I know more than most of them, these things on YouTube, I know more than most of them. I know more than most of them. Most of those people parade themselves as apostles, don't know anything. Well, they don't teach anything other than they tell them an angel appeared and all those manipulations. There's nobody who care about the people who will raise them with empty encounters. Cicelo, if I'm having a conversation with you and I told you God told me, that is not a conversation, that is an order. Who questions what God says? So a pastor says, God told me. You don't say that. You rather give instruction passively and encourage the people with teachings to do what they should do if they must do it. So get properly educated, learn, unlearn, and be motivated. Show up. Motivation does not manipulate the other man. I was telling my wife today that yesterday that the kind of life I wish we live is the life that humanity live, and that is how it was. If we were aware in the 80s, that is how it was. Everybody wants to take care of the other person. But now, if you live in a compound, all of them are enemies to themselves. When we're younger, then you come from school, your own parent is not around, the other parent take care of you, But now everybody fights. You are even by the adult, they push you away. Nobody wants to advance the other person. So in your motivation that results in business, don't take advantage of the other person. Let your thinking, and that is where real blessing comes. Let your thinking be, I want to advance this person. And of course, every time you advance somebody, advancement is coming back to you. Make sure you're educated, open your mind to learning and to unlearning, and be a motivated person. We'll meet tomorrow and talk about changing our mindset and all that. We'll meet tomorrow. It will be in the evening by 8:30. Yeah. Any question or contribution? And you should be excited about the month. Be excited about the new month. Does anybody have any question or any contribution so that we can possibly take a song? Okay, Tislo.
Okay, so I think I noticed that people generally not limited to church only. I noticed that people generally, when you deal with people, if you don't manipulate them in a way, you almost always don't get them to.
It's sad. You are very right. You are very right.
So I don't know, and sometimes because I noticed it myself per se, I try to live honestly with people, and I always just get disappointed. So I would just be wondering, like,
Right.
what's the need? What's the point of all those things? Like, should we? So in that case now, uh, what what can one do? Secondly, sir,
Yes.
you said something about maybe advancing somebody, and maybe you on your own, you just decide to support somebody, and without the person. So there's this case, there's a lady that is contesting for one something in Birom land like that. So she posted it on her status, that people should support her, vote her for this, just like something that Wilfred did some time ago like that.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
and
Okay.
she was one of my students in Open University. So I saw it, and I just felt I should just support her. So maybe with some number of votes like that. So I sent her money. I said she should do it.
Okay.
So that's what's your position on that type of?
Yeah, that's basically, sincerely, that is what I call support. You notice, when somebody does, you notice that this word is so fake. One of the pride and the fakeness of the word now is that you are not following many people on social media, and that you are not liking many people. There are, even if you don't have a like and you did something that I like, I will like it and follow you. People pride about that. They are only following 3 people. How did we degenerate like that? Maybe I tweet something now. Then maybe Bishop Oyedepo now retweet it. People suddenly feel important that Bishop Oyedepo retweet it. The reason people are like that is because they are not important. Everybody who finds their importance in the validation of the other person is not important. Everybody who find their validation in their importance in the validation of the other person are not important. You find your importance in what people say, what people do, how people post, how people repost, they are not important. Because importance is measured by how many people become important because of you. As simple as that. Every other thing is social media and emptiness. So, like you did to that girl, I like to do things like that a lot. And that is what it means to advance. That is what it means to advance. Then about the first thing you raised. Yesterday I took a short walk. Yeah, yesterday I was busy in the office, so I just took walk. When I took, it was still not that short. I took prayer walk. And one of the things I was praying, telling the God in me, I'm always aware of that. I'm telling the God in me. I'll say God in me. That encourage me. I'm telling you exactly the way I present my prayers that last night. They encourage me. It looks like it is difficult to thrive and be very strong economically. That you control major resources in Nigeria without manipulation. I was saying to tell you that I align with what you are saying and I understand it. But you know what? So what I'm thinking, and maybe I'll talk about that tomorrow, is we also must now learn tact and diplomacy. Tact and diplomacy is different from manipulation. Remind me tomorrow. Let's start our teaching from there tomorrow, because we need to go now so that I can join a meeting. If there is no other question, we'll just greet ourselves and close the meeting. We'll meet tomorrow by 8:30. Any other question or contribution?
I have a question, sir.
All right, mommy, go ahead.
Okay, so my question is about the fact that a lot of people know solutions to their problem. A lot of people know what to do to solve some or all the problems that they're going through, but do not do it. So what is the solution to knowing your problem and to doing it?
Okay, 2 things. 1, when you know the solution and you are not doing it, it's because you are not motivated, basically. And the reason you are not motivated is you are not sure of the consequences that come when that problem lingers. Every time people are sure that there is a damaging consequence coming for this problem that is lingering, they adjust. Believe me, that guy that died of drunkenness, that died of smoking weed, that died of whatever, does not have a correct assessment of the consequence of his problem. Every time people are guaranteed consequence and they assess it properly, they'll be motivated. Another thing we must also face factually is that a lot of people actually don't know the solution. A lot of people actually don't know the solution. I wanted to talk about Paul saying, who will deliver him from this body of sin? A lot of people don't know the solution. And another thing is that a lot of solution that is obtainable does not give solution. All right, we can continue with that tomorrow morning, but I believe I attended to it a bit. Isaac, you have a question, you said? You don't have a question again. Let's greet ourselves and go. Thank you, everyone, for coming. It will be a very good April for us. I'm sure about that. Let's be motivated. Let's educate. Let's commit to helping the other person. Don't manipulate. Thank you, everyone. Let's greet ourselves if you can.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening,
everyone.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening, everyone. All right. Thank you for... Thank you for coming.
Thank you, sir.